that he'll be okay. And speaking of the Lord, the big eye in the sky, some of you, and there's a couple of you that subscribe to my favorites, and I just wanted, this is the main reason for making this video, I wanted to let you know that I apologize for all the videos I've been putting up over the last 24 hours, putting on my favorites list about a preacher named Todd Bentley. But my father, who's a religious nut, and his wife, who's also a religious nut, they're ministers. They have a healing ministry and music ministry. They both sing beautifully and play instruments and such. And I think that their heart is definitely in the right place, and they feel that they have a gift of healing. I've had them pray for things before, for my knee, and when Sandy puts her hands on my knee and prays, there's like a tingling that comes out of her fingertips. Not so much with my dad, but it's just nice to have him hug me and pray for me. He does it in Hebrew, and it's pretty. I don't know what he's saying. He could be saying anything, but it's pretty. Anyway, their hearts are definitely in the right place. I'm going to go and videotape them sometime. Go to one of their healing rooms. They rent a room in a hotel. I'm assuming like a meeting room, not a bedroom. And I think they sort of, it's not just open to the public. They arrange it and people come there, so it's very private. And pray over them and stuff. And they claim to have some healings that have taken place. But one of the things about my dad is it's not enough just to be peaceful in the Lord and in your faith in God. And I look up when I say all the God stuff, but it's not enough just to have the peace and the love and the joy and the healing. My dad, the Bible says something about people having itchy ears, and they're looking for something, always looking for something to tickle it or to scratch it, as I scratch my head. They're always looking for something to titillate them, I guess, within Christianity. And my dad's that way, where he's always, it's like more than getting excited about Jesus, he gets excited about preachers. And he's always following someone and always fanatical about a preacher. There for a while it was Rodney Howard Brown. Look him up if you want to. There's lots of videos. He's bizarre. Lots of Rodney Howard Brown videos, and going to see him and meet him, and you think he was a little girl getting to meet Sean Cassidy. Very like fan, yeah, very much like it's a rock star or something. Into some real weird stuff. It's not enough just to have a preacher that gets up there and gives you the good news. It has to be somebody who jumps around and shouts and hollers and whips everybody into a frenzy. And Rodney Howard Brown was about this being drunk in the spirit and laughing. And people come to his services and end up on the floor rolling around. It's very undignified. Rolling around, laughing hysterically, and staggering around like they're drunk. And I think a lot of it's just a good imagination, or people that are very reserved in day-to-day life, and they go to something like that and they can cut loose. They have an excuse. Oh, the Lord made me do it. It's like voodoo to me. It looks like voodoo ceremonies. People running around and flailing and being like possessed by something. I think it's creepy, and I'm not sure it's right. That's my opinion. But he was on to that for a couple of years and constantly wanted to show me videos, wanted to tell me about it all the time. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Now his new thing is this Todd Bentley. He and my stepmother drove from here in Arkansas, with gas prices the way they are, to Florida, to Lakeland, Florida, to be a part of this revival thing with Todd Bentley. And they've told us that they have lost friends over their involvement with the Todd Bentley revival thing that's happening. And that a lot of Christians think that Todd Bentley is of the devil, and that Wayne and Sandy are, quite frankly, going to hell for following him. We would ask them why that was, and what it was about him that people were taking such objection to, and they never would quite tell us. This guy brings in 10,000 people a night to his services. People are crazy about it. He's been on Geraldo Rivera and on Nightline. The big controversy is, one of the big controversies is, oh, he's tattooed all over and pierced. Ooh, he's a wild man. But Lori and I started doing some research yesterday on YouTube. And I stayed up half the night doing more research and watching videos about this fan. Some of the videos, you see my dad in them. He's out there. If you ever see one where there's a big, like a, I forget what kind of animal it's from, but a big, like a ram's horn looking thing. It's my dad. It's a shofar, and he's made a horn out of it, and he blows that thing. It's a Jewish thing. He's like a Jews for Jesus kind of guy. But he's more like a Christian for Jews for Jesus. But this guy, at the risk of sounding superstitious and medieval, this guy I think is satanic. I think that he is extremely creepy. I look into his eyes and I see something extremely not right. Let's just put it that way. Extremely not right. Those of you who are curious, go to my favorites and watch his videos. They're not his videos, but the videos with him in them. One of his big things that he talks about is in his quote healing ministry, that he kicks old ladies in the face with his biker boots on and they become healed. Pokes blind people in the eye. Throws dead babies against walls and they come back to life after 2 or 3 days being dead. Punches people in the face. Drop kicks them. Knocks their teeth out. And he says God tells him to do this. And when he does it, they're healed. That just laying hands on them and praying for them normally doesn't work. Now, I think he's full of shit and lying. I don't think that he's actually done, although I did see one video of him poking a blind woman in the eye. She fell back in the spirit, supposedly. If I'm ever around that son of a bitch and I see him hit, punch, kick anybody, especially a woman, I'm going to be riding that motherfucker across the room. Okay? It appalls me that he does that, whether they're healed or not, that he does that, and none of those 10,000 people jump his white, ugly ass. It's insanity. Complete and utter insanity. And all of the little guys that are in his group, they all come off like wrestlers, for one thing. They sound and look like wrestlers. And they all have a look to them that it's evil as far as I'm concerned. They're evil. And my dad and stepmother are all about this dude. And it scares me. And I'm going to have a talk with him, and I'm just going to say it to him this way. Dad, next time you go, when they pass around the cups, please don't drink the Kool-Aid. Because, yeah. And this preacher very rarely talks about God or Jesus. His religion, his version of Christianity is based on angels, calling out angels. Well, you know, there are 2 kinds of angels. Okay? And he comes up with like the angel of finance, the angel of revival. There's no such thing. And it's based on this angel named Emma that came to him and was light. Okay, Lucifer means light bearer. Okay, for one thing. And there's no mention of female angels in the Bible at all. They're all represented as male. And Emma, in the book of Satan, in the Satanic Bible, Emma is Lord of the underworld. So an angel of death. Yeah, it's pretty dark stuff. There's something really weird going on. It scares the crap out of me. And so I was up all night watching those videos. Should have made a playlist, but instead I just clicked the favorite button on some of them that I wanted to be able to go back and reference again. Look up Lakeland Revival, and you'll find some videos that are very pro Todd Bentley as well. A lot of people being completely deceived and fooled by this dude. And a lot of pictures of my dad in those slideshows, let me tell you. It's upsetting. Anyway, I've gone on far too long, and I need to finish getting ready to go. They're going to be banging on my door in no time, going, Melissa, you ready to go? So, I got to split. Bye, cats. Have a good day.